My name is Dustin Browder, and I'm the game director on StarCraft 2. This actually goes in the other way too, by the way. I don't know if everybody generally knows this, but because the way the ladder system works, it's sort of a bell curve in skill level, right? The silver, gold, and platinum divisions tend to be the tightest divisions in terms of skill. Gold obviously being the tightest. If you're in gold and you meet another gold player, chances are you're very close to one another in skill level. For anybody who's in the diamond, and then even worse, the master and grandmaster, the variation in skill can be considerable, but it even affects our bronze players on the other end. The bronze players also go through a thing where they may have improved substantially, but they're not seeing any growth significantly season after season in their progress because they're still in bronze. Right. But they may have really actually stepped up their game quite a bit. So it is sort of a problem that we've done. We've discussed several possible solutions. Do we want to further subdivide the leagues? Do we want to say you're bronze 10 versus bronze 9 versus bronze 8? Systems like this might be something we consider, but yeah, it affects both ends of the spectrum, and it's kind of annoying if you're in those positions. I don't know, honestly, if the grandmaster players have that much to complain about. They are grandmaster players, and at that point, your rating on that ladder is fairly, accurate to your relative skill. But the bronze guy, who's number one in his league, and next time he just goes into a bronze league, I think that's potentially very frustrating. And even the diamond and master players, there's enough fluctuation there that it doesn't feel. It's difficult to gauge your progress, and which is sort of the challenge of our entire skill-based system. Like, I've been watching my position deteriorate, and a lot of guys in the office as well, as the community just gets better, and we're just not keeping up with how good they are, right? I was diamond, now I've fallen to plat, right? And God help me if I fall further, I may, right? Because the community gets better and better and better all the time. But yeah, so that can be very demoralizing as well, right? So if you're sitting there and you're a diamond player and you suddenly fall to plat, you may have actually gotten better. You may be a better player than when you were a diamond player, but the community's level around you. It is absolutely right now a pure skill-based system that ranks you relative to everyone in your region as to how well you're doing. That is beautiful in its simplicity, wonderful for competition, and fairly demoralizing if you start to lose ground. So we talk about it frequently, and honestly, I don't know exactly what the right answer is. I love the fact that it says this is not a grind-based system. This is not something you just play a bunch of games and then you get to be diamond. And we've talked about that. Maybe we should make bronze to diamond just a grind system, and then master grandmasters for the really skilled players. So maybe anybody can get to be diamond eventually. And that seems kind of fun until you realize that once you see that, you're not going to value diamond that highly because you know anybody could be there. The reason you want diamond or anything above where you're at is because you know it has value because the system has integrity. So I don't know what the right answer is, but I totally agree with your concern about the poor bronze guy and the high-end guys, the diamonds, the masters and grandmasters not having enough resolution. That's something we definitely talk about frequently. We want it so badly. Like, I want to know, I play random all the time since I can't really afford to have a race bias. Even though I'm wearing a Terra shirt. Let's talk about the Terra shirt. This is the shirt we got for Wings. I got one shirt. I didn't get a Zerg shirt. I didn't get a Proto shirt. I will get a Zerg shirt when we play Heart of the Swarm. I've seen it. It's a glorious shirt. It's got Zerg stuff all over it. It's going to be awesome. After that, I'll be wearing the Zerg shirt a lot. Okay? That doesn't mean that we're buffing Zerg. Are you listening to me out there? It doesn't mean we're buffing Zerg. It means that's the shirt they gave me for shipping the product we shipped. All right? That's why I have the Terra shirt. So I play random a lot, but I would love to know, where am I winning and losing? Should I switch to Protoss? Is that my best race? Should I switch to Zerg or ZVZ my worst matchup? I have this perception of what my worst matchup is, and then I can sometimes check my achievements. I can sometimes sort of ferret it out, like where I'm actually winning and losing matches, especially if I got enough games. I can go, oh no, actually Terran's my best race, I guess, or whatever it is, right? That particular month. But I'd love to see more of that stuff. I'd love to see details about what maps you lose on. All that stuff would be super huge and just awesome to have up there. We do, and we do it infrequently. We wish we did it more, right? Like, we're not always aware of everything. There's so much. We do have a lot of guys watching lots of different parts of the game because we're all passionate about sort of different areas of the experience. And checking stuff out. Like, I know our AI guy studies a lot of the AI mods that are out there right now and sees what they're doing so he can understand, so he can make sense out of it. But yeah, we absolutely are always looking for stuff that we can do. Usually for us, the challenge of integrating that stuff is sufficient that it blocks us from always being able to do everything we want to do, but it's always something we're excited to have the opportunity to do.